Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a Jamaica vs Trinidad showdown. Two Caribbean powerhouses with their own unique vibes. I'll be breaking down what I think are the biggest and most important differences between these two islands. Agree or disagree? Let me know in the comments. Let's get into it. Let's start with beaches. Yeah, I said it. Jamaica wins this one. The sand is softer, the water is clearer, and the beaches are everywhere. Near Montego Bay, I have access to local and tourist beaches every way I turn. In Trinidad, you'd have to journey out to Maracas Bay for a similar experience. Though, to be fair, the bacon shark there is a pretty good excuse to make the trip. Next up, customer service. I'm giving Trinidad the slight edge here, and I don't mean slight pepper. Trinas can come off as rude or like they have better things to do than serve you, but at least they are efficient. In Jamaica, you might find yourself lining up around the corner just to cash a check or get a bank teller. Both have their quirks, but Trinidad takes this one for me. Now, infrastructure. Jamaica's streets are infamous for potholes and cliffhanger-type roads in the countryside. But thanks to recent projects with China, Jamaica now has some amazing highways. Trinidad has its own issues, like bad traffic in urban areas. Honestly, I'm calling this one a tie. Both are improving, but they've got a ways to go. Alright, music time. Reggae versus soca. This is a tough one. Jamaica's reggae is iconic worldwide, but Trinidad's soca is pure energy. Surprisingly, Trinidad listens to a lot of dancehall, and until recently, soca was mostly a carnival thing. I'm giving Trinidad the win here because you get the best of both worlds. But don't sleep on Jamaica. Kingston's Carnival is catching fire, and Jamaica is finding its two-genre footing.
Politics in both countries are complex. Trinidad has a more distinct racial duopoly, African versus Indian, while Jamaica's politics feel more like a geographical Bloods versus Crips situation. At least Trinidad's politics are easier to understand.
Politics in both countries are complex. Trinidad has a more distinct racial duopoly, African versus Indian, while Jamaica's politics feel more like a geographical Bloods versus Crips situation. At least Trinidad's politics are easier to understand. In Jamaica, people aren't always sure why they stay loyal to their party. Both have their challenges, but Trinidad gets the edge here. Now, the food. Trinidad's cuisine is a melting pot of African, Indian, and Middle Eastern influences. Think doubles, roti, and gyros. Jamaican food leans more toward African roots, with bold flavors like jerk chicken and ackee and saltfish. Both are incredible, but I'm giving Jamaica the win here. Partly because my mom's Jamaican, but also because the flavors just hit different. That said, Trinidad's street food scene is more diverse and vibrant. Nightlife. Both islands bring the heat. Trinidad's Carnival is legendary, a month-long celebration with epic street parties. Jamaica's nightlife is more consistent, with Kingston and Montego Bay offering everything from upscale clubs to laid-back bars. I'm leaning toward Trinidad's Carnival vibe, but Jamaica's energy is unbeatable. If you're into sports bars and lounges, Woodbrook in Port of Spain is the place to be, but Jamaica's dream weekend events are a close second.
So, there you have it, Jamaica versus Trinidad. Both islands are incredible, and honestly, it's a 50-50 tie for me.
So, there you have it, Jamaica versus Trinidad. Both islands are incredible, and honestly, it's a 50-50 tie for me. Just like my DNA. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe,